She's married. Yeah. Hey, listen, Kentucky, sometimes the forbidden fruit always tastes all the sweeter. Don't learn from me. You're going to make your own mistakes in life. But yeah, you're going to see her again. Just be careful. Don't bring any of that back to our doorstep now. You know, we've got enough trouble with the ones I bring back. Hey! Hey folks, just catching up with my good friend Kentucky Fudge. Cheers to you all, and cheers to you all. How are you all? It's limbo lockdown. It continues. It's never going to end, apparently. Anyway, those of you that saw my previous video doing the Indianapolis speech from Jaws may like to know that the costume I was wearing was bestowed upon me, lent to me, by my good friend Dave the Blade. This cap there, it's a good facsimile of the one that Quint wore in Jaws, Robert Shaw. It's not accurate. I mean, it's as close as you can find these days. And believe you me, I have scoured. I mean, you know me, I try to get the most authentic looking gear I possibly can. And in some cases, I've actually managed to get the gear that the actor wore. Oh yes. But I've got to give that back. I've been trying to find a cap that'll do the part, but I can't. I'm coming up short on that one. Not as short as you though. But, you know, I'm going to keep endeavouring. And worst comes to the worst, I'll mock something up. Because I'm not leaving Quint alone. I want to do some more Quinty style stuff. And the shirt, again, bestowed by Dave the Blade. It's from H&M. And again, that's not what Robert Shaw wore. But colour-wise, it looks the part, and texture-wise, it's right. Because what he wore was a vintage, well, it wasn't vintage then, but a Levi's orange tab chambray shirt, work shirt, and they just snipped off the orange tag. So, and the jacket he wore, which I think I did say in the video, was an M51 Korean US Army jacket. Which is weird because Quint was in the Navy. But as I said in the video, Quint served in the Second World War in the Navy on the USS Indianapolis. Who's to say that he did not then go on to fight in the Army in Korea? We don't know. Fighting land sharks. Who knows? But the thing about me, folks, as you may have realised quite a long time ago, if you've stuck with these videos, is I am nothing if not obsessive. And once I fixate upon something, oh my God, nothing will make me deviate from that path. So when I had the idea of doing, you know, I'll do a couple of Quint videos. Oh, got to look the part. And it wasn't as easy as I thought. But I underwent a bit of a search trying to find stuff. And although you can get that 1951 Korean War jacket, it's quite pricey. And I'm not known for my patience. So I'm not Dr. Kildare. That's an old joke. Some of you will never get that. But so I couldn't wait. I could get caps quite similar to that, but they're going to take weeks and weeks to get here from America. So I thought, I'm not waiting. No. So ironically, I'll probably end up waiting weeks to find one in the UK. Oh, I'll have that when the one from America would have turned up ages ago. But, you know, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But what's just arrived now, because, well, you know me and packages arriving. Oh yes. Sadly, one of those packages is going to be a laptop from work, so that Kilt-Man will have to start, you know, earning his crust from home. That's one package I don't want to receive. But I've got stuff arriving today, including a vintage chambray shirt. Very similar to this, but possibly a bit more authentic pocket-wise with the one that Robert Shaw wore. So, even though I'm giving these back today, I've got my own substitutes coming in. And what's just turned up now is, and it's quite annoying because I had one of these, but I can't find it. We've got an attic and we've got a loft. And you know, in Kilt Mansion, there's 101 rooms, and every single one of them is festooned with swords, axes, knives, action figures, t-shirts, leather jackets, kilts, masks, you name it. Merchandise is everywhere. But a lot of my old combat gear resides in the loft, and I've got everything. I've got lots and lots of stuff which I kept from my days in the Marines, and I've also always collected militaria. So a lot of that combat gear and fatigues are all stacked up in there. But I thought, well, I haven't got the M1951 combat jacket, so I'll have to make do with something else. I'll find my Vietnam one, because that's not too dissimilar. It's lightweight, it's meant for tropics, it's meant for warm weather. The M51 was not, a cold weather jacket. So a Vietnam era, fatigue jacket would do the trick. The pockets are slightly different, but it's got epaulets. You could obviously change the, put a Quint name tag on it. It'd be quite easy. Could I find it? No, I couldn't. I found a lot of other things though. I found a lot of things which I thought had long gone. A lot of things I never knew I had. Craziness. So yesterday, I actually ordered another Vietnam issue combat jacket, lightweight, and it's jungle fatigues, olive drab, and less than 24 hours later, it's here. It's right here. I'm going to unwrap it now and show it to you. I couldn't get one in your size, mate, sorry. Now, this is a reproduction, and they are designed with reenactors in mind. But I looked at lots of reviews, and lots of reviewers all around the world said that, who are reenactors or just collectors of military, they said this is one of the best replicas, reproductions that you're going to get. And it really does match up. I mean, it would be great to have to find my original one, which was a genuine one worn in the early 60s in Vietnam Special Forces as well, to compare the two. But hey, I'll find it at some point. But anyway, let's have a little look. Now, one annoying thing about this is these all come with a name tag on it, US Army and Aircav arm insignia, all of which I'm going to take off because I want this to be, if I can't get the M51, this is going to be my Quint jacket for further videos and for cosplay and when I go out sharking for a living, so there you go. As you can see, some would say shirt, some would say jacket. It's billed, it's listed as a jacket. It actually is a jacket, but very, very lightweight. The company is, it's Miltech. I should have known that. Miltech have had a lot of contracts with the US military and lots of other military units around the world for many, many, many years. They can be a bit hit and miss with the stuff that they sell to the public exclusively, I have found. But, by and large, and this ain't large, it's only medium. So let's have a little look. Right, storm flap. We do not have a zip, which the M51 does have a slight bit of zippage on it. But it has, the storm flap, so that's all hidden over anyway. So that's not really a mega deal, as far as I'm concerned. So I know you can't see much here, I'm just unbuttoning it. So I can put it on and show it to you. Show it to y'all. Now what's going on here? There appears to be a wacky, weird hidden button. There's some strange hidden buttons here which I hadn't figured on, which kind of double seal it. Oh yeah, I get it. Right, folks, there we go. See, as I say, very, very thin, very cool in the tropics, in the jungle. And weirdly enough, it's been really hot this morning. It is now 1:10 in the afternoon, and I've come in, well, A, because this turned up, but also because the sun disappeared. The sun went behind the clouds, and what was meant to be the hottest day of the year so far in this country turned into a bit of a, dreary, dull mess. Right, let's have a look at this now. It looks very new, I will say that, because it is. This has not seen service, this has not seen action, but, oh, hang on a minute, let's get, so that button goes in there, yeah, oh yeah, okay, that button goes like that, That button goes like that. Yeah, it's a double sealing effort. I mean, storm flaps. I love jackets and stuff with storm flaps on them. A lot of aviator stuff which I wear have storm flaps, which is this outer edge. Now, it's got a very slouchy style, which I like. What is wrong with it? The name, because they all come with Ryan on it. That's coming off, and I'm going to make one with Quint on it. Not a problem, and that is definitely coming off. I've got M65. The M65 combat jacket is possibly the most famous combat jacket that there is. I mean, I've got my Royal Marines smock, I've got SAS smock, I've got all types of combat smocks, but the M65, everyone knows that. Everyone knows it. And, you know, because Johnny Rambo wore it in First Blood. And then at the end of Rambo 3, he wears it as well. And I've got Tiger Stripe, Black, Olive Drab, Woodland. What else have I got? My short one, Tree Bark. Because I had a big phase of getting every possible version of the M65 I could get. And you know, I never wear them. So what was the damn point of that? So, yeah, these pockets are angled down, sort of slouchy. The pockets on Quint's one were actually straight across, pure horizontal. And the actual flap was triangular as well. But it won't matter because I'm going to rip a couple of these off because his is battered. And this is purely for Quint purposes. So with the blue shirt underneath, you would have, you know, the nice look with this. And the hat. Sorry, mate. Get rid of the hair. It's a 20-footer. 25. 3 tons of him. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. That is very distracting, I know. You've got to be careful because the material is quite thin, so you don't want to rip it off because you will rip half the fucking sleeve away. So I'm not going to do that. But it's a very classical look. It's a very classical look with those pockets. My dad, big kilt papa, who by the way is still going strong. We haven't seen him for, well, since lockdown, obviously, because we can't go and see him. He's in a home. He's 93. He died twice last year, and somehow or other, heaven wasn't ready for him, and so he's still residing at the home. Apparently, I mean, he's oblivious to all this shit that's going on. He hasn't got a clue. The worry is like big Kilt-Man can't go and see him, and if something disastrous happened, she wouldn't be there for him. The way the lockdown restrictions are. So, you know, but my dad, who's also a military historian, by far more knowledgeable than me, but I branched off into different fields. I took in the American Indian Wars and the American Civil War and Vietnam, and my dad couldn't stand anything that was American. He just couldn't. And he would go, oh, they look so slovenly, like the grunts in Vietnam. They look a mess. Oh, they don't take a pride. You know, I've been in the field, and you do take a pride in what you've got. You do, to a degree. You've got to keep things clean and functioning. You've got to keep yourself clean as possible and functioning. But, you know, you're going to look a fucking mess. There's no two ways about it. And if you're in the jungle and the rains come down, you are going to be waterlogged. You're going to be covered in mud, moss, sludge. You know, you're never going to look pristine. But the way the gear was devised for the guys who were out there was comfort and ease of access to your pockets. Everything. So it kind of has that slouchy look. If you think back to one of the coolest looks for armed forces in the Second World War, I thought was the US paratroopers. And they looked amazing. The way that the combat keks were, the way that the boots were, the way the jackets were, everything was sort of bunched and then cinched, bunched, cinched. And it has great visual look to it. And then people are going like, you know, Kilt-Man, you haven't got to look cool if you're going to go out and fight wars. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You've got to look like you fucking mean business. Don't forget now, you know, bullets are coming at you. You should be wearing a tin hat or your Kevlar or whatever the hell they make them out of these days. No. If you've got pride in your regiment, once you're out there, that fucking helmet comes off, that tin pot, piss pot, and you put your berry on, and that's it, and you go into fucking combat like that. You take a pride in who you are and what your regiment is. So, but out there in Vietnam, things had to be looser fitting. And I've got to be honest, I bought a medium. I mean, I do weights a lot, but I'm also nowhere near the size that I used to be. I used to be a lot bigger because, I used to pump more iron, and I took a few supplements, the proper supplements, none of your injections or your fucking steroidal bullshit, none of that, but protein supplements. And because I was younger, my weight was, I gained. I was like, whoa, big. For such a short arse, I was quite a fucking, hefty brute of a man. And then, of course, I got an intolerance to dairy. So my diet changed and my body struggled, and my muscle just depleted, good style. So all the bulk I once had, I have lost. And to be honest, I'm not bothered. It doesn't bother me at all. When I'm 50 now, and I think I still look pretty damn good, apart from the jowly fat face. But that's a family trait. Can't do nothing about that one. But body-wise, I'm down to, I was 16, maybe 16 and a half stone. I am just over 12 stone now. People go, bullshit. I get that all the time. Look at you. Bullshit. You're about 40. And I'm not. I said, get your scales out and I'll fucking stand on them. And I've proved people wrong all the time. I can chisel, I can tone, I can bulk up a little bit, but what I find is I tend to lose it again. So it's a constant thing for me to try to maintain, I'll never be a little skinny rake anymore. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I'm never going to be a huge monster either. And, I don't want to be. It's not my style. So people would normally say, oh, I've got a chest of 42, chest of 44, oh, I've got to get the large one. No, don't get the large ones, because if anything, even the smaller one, you got to think, and a lot of Americans are out there, a lot of Americans are my friends, but as well as I do that a lot of Americans are a lot bigger than anyone else in the world. So a lot of their sizes run too large. So if you get a medium, it's actually what would be in the UK, that's going to be quite large, quite hefty, So I got a medium, not really knowing how Miltech we're going to work out with this one. But it's worked out pretty well. I don't know if you can see that too well. But, unbutton it again. I'm going to weather this. I'm going to drag it through the shit. I'm going to pour fucking salty water over it. I'll have a bit of chum. Over it as well, like a bit of blood and gore. I'm going to add to this. This is, nice and cheap as well. This is, for me, it's just a project. It's not accurate. It is not the jacket that Quint wore. But unless I can get that jacket, then this is what's going to have to do. Because when I just do a few little Quinty moments, it doesn't have to be. But I've got a few ideas for some more Quint stuff, which should be amusing, to say the least. It amused you, didn't it? Yeah, I know. He was laughing all night when I told him what I had in mind. And then you went off to see your little married woman, didn't you? He's a cheeky little reprobate, Cheeky. I don't know where he gets it from. I've got no idea where he gets it from. And I know you like that hat, but Dave the Blade's coming around later to come and pick that up, so don't get too attached to it. So folks, this is like a little run on from the Quint episode yesterday, and which I hope everyone enjoyed. Oh, by the way, what you didn't see off camera, I had the little tin cup with whiskey in it, and the coaster I was using was that. So, but as I say, you know me, I get into this thing where at the moment it's Jaws. The other week it was pure H.P. Lovecraft. Week before that it was Texas Chainsaw. Oh, by the way, there's more stuff on both of those coming up. So don't think I've completely all at sea for Jaws. But I think it's good. I've got a lot of things to show you, a lot of things to tell you, a lot of things to discuss. So we can always chop and change. I know some people don't like H.P. Lovecraft. Some people don't like John Carpenter movies. Who amongst you do not like John Carpenter movies? I will have to have words with you in private. But nah, I'm joking. You all like John Carpenter movies, don't you? Yes, Kilt-Man, we do. Yes, we do. So all those usual stuff will be bouncing back. But I just wanted to explain a bit more about the whole Quint issue and why I'm so struck with it at the moment. So that's that for now. The shirt, my shirt is coming today as well. This I was surprised it turned up in less than 24 hours. And it came by Royal Mail as well. So whoever issues the Miltech stuff in this country, my God, that was good. The shirt I'm getting, which I ordered that yesterday, that's arriving today, but it's getting here by 9 o'clock tonight or something like that. And that's coming from Germany. You know, remains to be seen if that actually does turn up. But, you know, hey, we can live in hope. So, anyway, folks, your ongoing health. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women. And you go in the cage. Cage goes in the water. You go in the water. Shark's in the water. Our shark. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. I've got that wrong. Doesn't matter. Folks, take it easy now. I'll be back very shortly. So in the meantime and in between time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay sharking. And I'm going to see you all later. In a new shirt, hopefully. Aye.